What about some Call of Duty Infinite War talk?
Wee!
Womp womp.
Oh, differing opinions?
No. I was being more sarcastic. I'm sorry.
And I'm being more not sarcastic.
All right, well, why? So now
They are so boned.
are they boned because it's just more of the same stuff that they've always done, or is it?
Yeah.
Is it unimaginative?
Look, how many fans called for Call of Duty to return to their roots of World War II for the next series?
Pretty much everyone. It was pretty much a staunch movement saying like, we don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Please. And like this hasn't been like a sudden thing. This has been something that's been building over the last few years, I feel. Just with people being like, okay, I'm really glad that we've gone through this like period. And it was actually the same as, the whole World War II period. And now it's happening with the whole futuristic period where it's like, I can't keep doing this because it feels like I'm paying like $80 to play the same game over and over and over and over and over again.
It doesn't help that it gets shoveled out. You get shoved down your throat year after year after year.
Yeah, every year, and it's
ever since Modern Warfare.
Yep.
Here's another one. Here's the same guns. Here's another gun skin. Oh look, we've got jump pack. Oh, you can slide.
Yep.
Oh, you can slide on the floor. Holy crap!
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Stop. And now it's like oh, the last one was it's the future. Okay, we get it. Like let's go back to World War II. And now it's like
now we're in space.
And it's like, God, please leave us alone. The one redeeming quality of Infinity War is the fact that Modern Warfare Remastered comes with it. And I still don't care because I already played it.
That's enough to make me care because I loved Modern Warfare.
I loved it too.
It, but
then just put Modern Warfare back in and start playing that.
Yeah,
but you got to buy Infinity War to get it.
No, or you can just play your old copy of Modern
Warfare. Or I
Warfare.
can play my own copy of Modern Warfare. I don't care about the enhanced graphics. I was blown away by the graphics in Modern Warfare, the first one. Yes. I don't need to be blown away by the same game again after I've already played the whole thing.
Right.
And I've pretty much finished I finished the entire campaign on veteran or whatever the highest difficulty was and got all those trophies. I just have to do a couple co-op missions and then I'm done with it. So I haven't played it in years, and there's a reason why I haven't played it in years.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done with it. I don't...
So the question then is, Call of Duty has traditionally been the best-selling game for like the last 10 years, maybe more.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like every year, all the Black Ops, Modern Warfares, all of them have been... Yeah. So, do you think this is finally the moment where it doesn't sell as well as it used to?
It might.
I'm going to say absolutely yes.
Yeah?
I'm going to say Battlefield comes out ahead with stronger sales.
Do we have a release date
first
for
week
Call of Duty?
Infinity War? I'll look it up, but I mean, if you look at it,
this situation was all about what the fans wanted, what the first person shooter community wanted, and this is one company that listened and one company that is just steamrolling ahead.
No, you take our future shooter.
Yeah, because I mean this
November 4th.
Yeah, so it's in the same like time period that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a major turning point for both communities.
Activision.
For Activision and DICE, and just like there's always been this kind of like fight between them.
Oh my God, yes. I'm going to be shocked. Well, we probably won't, but I'd be shocked if we don't see like fanboys of one or the other. Just like if you went on, what's better, Call of Duty or Battlefield? Get ready for.
You think PlayStation versus Xbox is
it's equal. It's equal.
Oh, it's worse. I bet you that's worse.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's people from both consoles just going at it.
Yeah. Just thinking about it, blah. But I mean, if there's any indication to how Infinity War will do, the trailer to it is the most disliked gaming video on YouTube right now. It's got 500,000 dislikes and like 200 and something thousand likes.
So here, let me ask you a question. What if they put out the game and it is a really good game? It's more of the same, but it's still a really good game.
Then I don't care because it's more of the same. I've never, like, Call of Duty, they do campaigns really well, and they do online play really well. Battlefield does online really well as well, but their campaign games suck. So Battlefield 1 has to come out with a really good campaign. Otherwise...
I don't think so. I think they
do.
I think Battlefield can get away with it this time of having the same old just because they've done something that hasn't been done in a long time.
I guess people will buy it anyway.
So but the thing is, you're not a chronic Call of Duty buyer, right? Like you buy.
I used to be. But after the 9th Modern Warfare, I was like, nope.
What about you? You buy it every
Yeah,
year?
I pretty much have been buying it like every year.
Will that continue with this one?
Nope.
No, hey, you're bowing out.
I am.
That's
I'm
a
going.
big deal.
I'm going.
He's one of the
Battlefield
500,000 that disliked.
Yeah.
Colin actually is all 500,000.
Yeah, I actually have been using multiple computers.
dislike,
Yeah,
dislike.
change my IP address, dislike, and
Yeah.
again, dislike.
I
Yeah.
have a lot of
I
different
signed up for
usernames.
500,000 different email accounts just so I could dislike this
I
video.
think this is one guy.
All the comments are the same.
It's just this game sucks. And I was like, yeah, that guy's right. That guy's right. That guy's
Upvote,
right.
upvote, upvote,
Plus one,
upvote,
plus one,
upvote,
plus one, plus one,
and
plus one,
and
plus one.
to focus on the fact that the dislikes, the ratio between like and dislike on that trailer was well before Battlefield 1 was even announced.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it already saw a ton of dislikes, and now when you go on the trailer, everyone's like, oh, rest in peace, Call of Duty, Battlefield 1. I think it's a little early to say rest in peace, Call of Duty.
It'll still sell. It'll still sell really well.
It will.
But will it sell as well as, the previous iterations where they were
No.
breaking records with every
No.
release?
No.
Probably not. And
I think it will sell well, but not as good as it
And
used
this
to.
isn't even about Call of Duty versus Battlefield. This isn't just about Call of Duty.
Stagnating.
Yeah.
It's about Call of Duty not listening to their fan base.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
that too.
you can't just put out the same stuff year after year, even if you do a good job of it, and expect people to buy in. You got to give.
It's like, oh guys, look, here's the nuke map, and we just made it look.
Yeah, here's
weird.
Nuketown. Everyone loves
However,
Nuketown.
Yeah, here's Nuketown. It just looks different.
Yep.
Here, guys.
The argument against that always is that people buy the new version of FIFA or the new version of Madden or the new version of 2K or the new version of NHL year after year after year after year with slight changes year after year.
But here's the thing. I used to be like that too.
Yeah.
And once the console jump happened to next gen, I stopped doing that because of a combination of games being more expensive
Yeah.
and the fact that as a consumer, we are getting more attention to where things are just the same. Like, we know, like, the second we read a review or hear someone talk about it, and it's like, oh, this is pretty much the same with new graphics.
Yeah.
Like, why would
That's
I
why I got tired
Also-
of Call of Duty damn fast.
And also the big difference now, sort of, I would say, PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One, sort of in that those two console generations is patch updates. You can get updates on your version of NHL so that throughout the season, before when you would buy like the cartridge or the disc, it was sort of final. That's what you had.
Mm-hmm.
But now with updates and stuff, you can get newer rosters, newer players, newer things throughout. So it's not like you have to get the next year's right away. You can sort of skip a year at least before you come back around.
Yeah, skip a year before they start not supporting that game because
Right.
they've got 2 new ones out. Right?
Because hasn't EA actually gone on record saying that they do this sort of updates in 3-year cycles where the big sort of like they make changes every year, but it's like every 3 years where they make like the big leap forward where they're like bringing new technology.
I'm
or
not
changing
familiar
something
with
big or
that. No,
whatever.
I don't know.
I feel like they've said that before, but I could be wrong. So don't fact check on me.
I feel as somebody who has watched especially sports video games a lot and how they've evolved, it feels like it's a 3-year period.
Yeah.
Like it's always a 3-year
Yeah,
period.
but that is kind of what it is.
Yeah.
So I just think for I'm not a big Call of Duty player, but I can see why people would get for lack of a word, they're bored of it.
Yep,
They're
it is
bored.
boredom.
They're bored. They've been there, they've done that, they've seen it, and you got to give them something new. And it's tough because it's hard to reinvent the wheel and come up with something new, or in this case, what people are asking for is something old.
Yes.
But
Welcome to the power of nostalgia.
yeah,
I
That's
would
where
have
we are.
I would have bought Call of Duty had it gone back to World War II.
Oh, absolutely.
I
If
would've
Call of
bought it.
Duty said tomorrow we're working on a game that's going to come out around the same time that's a remaster of the first one, if they remaster the first or second Call of Duty, I would buy that. I would buy that in a second.
And I think a lot of it'll be interesting to see what Battlefield 1 shows us in terms of customizability, because that seems to be a huge focus on first-person shooters now. The fact that you can throw gun skins on things, and you have your normal assault rifle, but let's add like a long barrel or a silencer or an extended mag or a scope, and there isn't
unlocking.
that. There isn't that.
It's the treadmill effect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there isn't that in World War One. You're shoved a rifle in your hand, and that rifle's your rifle. There aren't extended mags for the rifle or red dot sights for it or anything like that.
Well, my
right?
guess is that maybe that's part of this alternate.
Well, apparently there are going to be some kind of skins, either gun skins or outfits, because they've got 5 battle packs that come with for $100.
Yep.
That's going to be the interesting thing. Is the biggest difference
stuff,
between I remember watching a documentary about the biggest difference between World War One and World War Two is by the time World War Two came around, there was such a huge leap forward in technology that the speed of the war had picked up because there was the tanks were better and the U-boats were better. And all this stuff was so much better. So I wonder if Battlefield will stay true to the fact that the technology is like severely inferior in World War One.
Well, we're going to see. Colin and I just talked about it. We're going to see that contrast in technology. The fact that you're going to have cavalry charges and a plane flying over top of you. You're like, where am I? Because, this is the invention of the tank. This is the invention of the machine gun.
Yeah.
This is chemical warfare, flamethrowers. Like, all this new stuff is just coming out, and people are like, well, we've still got cavalry brigades in our army, and they don't stand up against that's like drive up to the tank and hit it with my sword kind of mentality, right? Like, you're not going to do anything.
Wait,
but
that doesn't work?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be riding headlong in front of the tank with my sword, whacking at its tank, I'll blow it up or something. But it'll be interesting to see if that treadmill factor plays out in Battlefield 1. I'm assuming it will, because I feel like every developer now is like, we have to have this. We have to have some kind of leveling system, not only with an actual level, but unlockables at each level. We have to give them an incentive to keep playing, even though that didn't exist when Medal of Honor came out and when Battlefield 1942 came out, and we still played the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Are we so wired into, I need to unlock a gun, I need to keep playing to unlock something, or can you just keep playing to keep playing?